Man Tools is brought to you by
EXO AutoWorks. EXO AutoWorks is Colorado Springs' home of the $40 synthetic blend oil change. Call now, 719-375-3232, or visit exoautoworks.com to make your appointment.
Call us today in order to schedule your $80 wheel alignment on most vehicles.
Madrid Maintenance. Madrid Maintenance offers excellent handyman service in the Colorado Springs area, starting at just $45 an hour. You can reach them by phone at 719-963-2020 or online at facebook.com/Madrid Maintenance.
Trevor's Beard is brought to you by The Beard Struggle. The Beard Struggle is his go-to for beard hygiene and styling products, so you should click the link below and use the code TLANE15 for 15% off your order.
Enharmonic Studios. Enharmonic Studios is a hybrid digital analog facility designed to be quality and affordable to anyone who wants to make history. Call today 719-963-2020 or go to facebook.com/Enharmonic Studios.
The Toolbar, our new line of handmade soap produced in partnership with Crafts by Carolyn Lane. Available now on Etsy.
This soap packs a punch of manly scent like fresh cut lumber, bay rum, leather, and more.
With the soft touch of natural oils to cleanse and moisturize. Use the link below to buy the Toolbar now.
Once you try it, you'll never want to wash with anything else. PlayAction Pools. PlayActionPools.com has launched as the newest sports pool hosting platform. PlayAction is your spot for all your football contest needs, whether it's a pick'em like we're doing or a survivor. PlayAction has customizable options for picking against the spread or straight up on the NFL, NCAA, or both. Plus their Build Your Bankroll format, which is like a virtual sportsbook. Check out our PlayAction NFL Pick'em Pool at playaction.pub/mantools. That's playaction.pub/mantools. And use the code TOOLS for 15% off any contest you create.
From EXO AutoWorks. Streaming all over the world.
Coming for you, globalist!
It's your weekly dose of toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
With Eric Madrid.
Because if too many people are just running around with their dicks out, it's called the Harambe variant.
And Trevor Lane.
No. Of Karens.
Smash.
Now that we're unmuted.
And now that we're unmuted, I can talk again. Oh, you sack of crap.
I forgot to change the
That's all right.
Chiron.
What's up?
Chiron is not here.
No. Chiron. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show. It started out just with a banger.
Mm-hmm.
We got Employee of the Month here today. He's just chilling on the floor. Not doing nothing but being a dog.
It's the best thing for a dog to do.
Yeah, he just does dog. We'll show him later. He's just chilling. So what's up, man? How was your week?
Interesting.
Let's have it.
Well, as you know, you're giving me a ride home.
Yep.
Which means I must be having more car trouble. So, of course, if it's going to rain, it might as well pour.
Sure.
Something wonky's going on with the transmission in the Nissan.
Ah,
It's slipping
jeez.
gears, so fingers crossed. Just needs a fluid change, and we're
Yeah.
good.
They'll take all those shavings out of the bottom and throw them away.
And then, so I'm like, that's all right. We got the Pilot. So I'm driving the Pilot, and I've been dealing with like a shutter, which I thought I fixed. Sorry, Michael. I went to a place that's not here because I have a lifetime alignment there.
Yeah.
So I got the alignment done, and it felt better. And I'm like, okay,
And
that
then
must have been it.
They got exponentially worse.
Well, then I start having not a shutter, but a, and I'm like, when I
What?
brake,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it was the brakes causing the shutter the whole time. I'm presuming, and now I'm at the point where it definitely needs new pads. So I'm like,
Well, you'll be giving me a ride home in a couple of weeks.
well, it worked out well because actually what we'll be doing is you got to give me a ride to my folks' house where I am then going to take their car.
Yeah? Is that what we're doing tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I got to go
What
to
is that?
Fountain.
Really?
You son of a bitch. I'm buying you an Uber.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting you an Uber.
Sorry, man.
You're all right.
I figured it would be more convenient for you because
Yeah.
up your way.
Yeah, that.
All right.
Yeah. That is what it is. Is what it is. Made another trip around the sun.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Thank you. And
You
then
outlived Elvis.
I did. I outlived Elvis.
We'll talk about that in history later.
Mm-hmm. What were his last words?
Well, he was on the toilet, so I assume.
I'm going to the bathroom to read. Elvis's last words.
Gotta take a huge shit.
So sad. So sad.
Oh, I'm all backed up with peanut butter and nanner sandwiches.
So I've got a couple of things for you guys. Helpful man tips. Number 1, stand your ground. It's helped me out this week. Know your worth and stand your ground. Don't let crazy ass dog. Don't let people try to. I wouldn't call it gaslighting because gaslighting is not a thing. Don't let. And I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. Don't let women just try to get you to do it their way. And what I'm talking about is this was one of our clients who's fucking hate property managers. 45, 50 days late, 17 fucking invoices are 30 days late. It's like, cool, late fees.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, I'll pay it. Oh yeah, I'll pay it. Oh, and late fees, 30 days, boom. 45, it doubles. Late fee doubled down. So guess what happened today?
If you can't tell, Eric brought his dog. She or he?
Ludo, he.
All right.
Come here, bud.
He's trying to twist himself up on the table.
Yeah.
With the leash.
That's what we do. Sit down. Anyway, you're ruining my podcast. It was such a professional thing before you got. Get up here. He knows better. He fucking knows better. You guys can't see him. Look at his face. Look at his face. Arrgh. You silly bastard. Oh no. Well, we don't have authorization for, whatever late fees. I'm like, yeah, well, Abraham Lincoln says we don't work for free no more. I'm not lending you money and time. Like, just lit her up this morning. I was not having it. And they're in Kansas and they run a bunch of shit here, and I'm not going to work for them anymore. But I just lit her up. I was like, look, it's a little bit of nothing. You're into me for, over $1,500 bucks.
Contractors always have the lean bomb, though.
The problem is, the problem was, with the
Your
lean,
rental is mine now.
with the lean is, it's so small. $30, $100, $150, $30, $50 over like 17 things, right? That in order to lean all of those, oh my God, that would be so much money. So I said, all right, look, by Friday, because now we're at like 60 days on stuff with late fees. I was like, all right, by tomorrow, or it's nothing for me for $500 to go to small claims court.
Yeah.
And that's the last thing you want is all your tenants and your clients to know that you're in court.
Yeah. Yeah.
For turning on their fucking sprinklers. Like,
right.
Well, some twaddle about, well, this is a service fee for just showing up. I'm like, yeah, the dude canceled while we're there waiting for him for an hour. It's not my fault, not my problem. It's $20 for 3 of us to sit there for an hour.
Add it to his rent.
Yeah. Like, plus your $20 late fee. Come here, bud.
He's like, I just want to say hello. I've met a new friend, and I can't go see him.
Sit down. So, it's like dinner time, so he's getting pissy. But I had the bud at work, so what do we do? Fuck it. It's Ludo's show, everybody. Nobody cares. So anywho, don't, know your worth, stand your ground. And guess who paid all their bills today? Every single one of them. She paid all of them. And then had the audacity to be like, well, so, when we do the sprinkler blowouts, I was like, yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk then. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, that was the weird part. Hey, come here. I want to go downstairs. Anyway, so what do we got in the news? We're gonna jump over to that.
Yeah, let's hit it. So news this evening, once again brought to you by Credit Nerd. Of course, they got an awesome deal going on where for just $1 you can get a 7-day trial period, and then after that comes up to the very reasonable price of $20 a month, roughly $19.95. And of course, you can get there by going to mantoolsmedia.com/creditnerd. Our first story this evening. I don't know if you've been following the Alex Jones defamation suit, but he's been ordered to pay, I believe it was $4 million in whatever not punitive damages are, restorative or whatever.
Yeah.
And then $45 million in punitive damages. This is a lot less than what the plaintiffs were seeking. And from what I understand, Texas has a cap, so it'll actually be like $750,000 each on the punitive. The restorative is the full amount.
Yeah.
But this is an interesting case because it's not convicted in a civil trial, found liable by default.
Right.
On the assertion that he was not
Go ahead.
cooperating with discovery. But if you've followed this case, you'd see what they meant by cooperating with discovery was keep giving us stuff until we have a smoking gun.
Oh.
They never got really their smoking gun.
But they found other stuff.
They found some stuff, but yeah, the real thing that they were looking for, they didn't get. And I have a feeling his lawyer is going to end up being disbarred.
Ooh.
Because their smoking gun eventually was a copy of his phone that was mistakenly sent to the other side. And the lawyer never said it was privileged, but as a couple of lawyers that I've seen analyze this say, only a client can waive privilege. The lawyer cannot.
Lawyer cannot waive privilege.
So the fact that he, on the stand, he goes, "Did you know that I had this?" And he goes, "No." Right then.
Yeah. You lose, you're disbarred.
So I have a feeling this will be appealed and potentially overturned. We'll see. The other interesting thing that they got into was how much InfoWars is actually worth, which InfoWars itself isn't, but when you get into the companies that have that name, like his supplements and
right.
The question becomes, are they InfoWars?
Right.
Even though they're separate LLCs or whatever. And therefore, can that money be gone after? Because I think he's going to say he can't afford this with just InfoWars, the TV network or whatever, the website.
Yeah,
can't afford it. But if they say the supplement money is on the hook, that's a different story.
That's a whole different ballgame.
So, whatever you think about Alex Jones, I mean, he's pretty out there. But to be found liable by default when you're cooperating with all of the discovery is pretty crazy. I mean, emails and emails and emails. He was deposed like 18 times in a case like this. It's usually only once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, you can't just keep digging until you get the thing you want. That's like, when law enforcement comes up with a crime and then tries to find evidence,
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing.
Same kind of thing.
We know you did this thing. We'll figure out what we need to convict you.
Yeah, ways of making you talk.
You get the evidence.
That's not how it works.
So,
God, dick bastards.
Let's see. The other interesting thing that happened earlier this week is the U.S. is declaring a health emergency over monkeypox.
Really?
Which, if you've been following monkeypox, if you don't go to gay orgies, you're probably not going to get it.
Well, there you go. I'm good.
So, the idea that it's a health emergency. Oh, also, it hasn't killed anybody in the U.S.
So, totally.
Fentanyl is not a health emergency. Opiates aren't a health emergency.
The fuck?
Monkeypox.
The fuck? Okay.
And we're getting into kind of like with AIDS. Well, it's not just a gay disease, but it kind of is. Like, that is clearly the community
that is
spreading
most
it and
affected. Yeah.
With AIDS, you can see that now because who is clearly the target demographic for all of the ads for the
all
meds?
of the ads.
but it's not a gay disease. Anyone can get it. Yeah, I suppose that's true.
That's true.
Your risks become exponential. And the other thing that's funny, so we went through all this. Well, I'm not sure funny is the word. It's kind of sad actually. We went through all this rigmarole of everybody shut down your business, stop going to work for 2 weeks,
Lose your bar.
but yeah. The World Health Organization and the CDC and all these places will not put out like an advisory to, I don't know, if you're not in a monogamous relationship, maybe don't have sex if you're gay for a while.
Yeah. Maybe let this thing burn out.
Yeah. Nope. Can't do that. That would
be
their reasoning is
offensive.
it would put a stigma on homosexuality. And I'm like, well, it literally has a pox on its house.
Wow.
So,
Wow. Well, I find that it's basically you're not doing your job and helping people who should
and
know.
you're not following the science. If
Yeah.
you claim to follow the science and that stuff was warranted for COVID, then telling gay men to maybe not do orgies for a while is warranted for monkeypox.
Right. You're doing those people a disservice.
But again, there's a vaccine. So the recommendation is go get vaccinated, not,
Maybe
stop taking every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
No, Tom, Harry, Dick.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what you're about to say. Right. You're having way too much fun with this bit.
It's crazy, man.
It is. It's a little bizarre. It's a little bizarre. At some point, somebody's going to be able to sue them and say, well, you didn't warn us the proper way.
Right, yeah.
Like, you did not warn us. You should have said something. I mean...
And with AIDS, instead, they scared everybody.
Yeah.
And anybody that grew up in the 90s thought, oh my gosh, if I have sex without a condom,
Dude,
I'm getting it.
Okay. Zookeeper drank the fucking Corona Kool-Aid right at the beginning. And I was like, do you not remember AIDS? You're still here, right? She's like, oh, fuck. I'm like, don't drink the Kool-Aid, bro.
Yeah.
Take reasonable precautions during a time when any flu season happens. Take reasonable precautions. And if you're in the demographic that is going to be most affected by it, like my Grammy, I told her, yeah, fucking quarantine. Stay home, Grammy. You're not going to the church bazaar this week. Like, you need to stay home.
You should order your groceries and wipe them down with a
order your
Clorox
groceries,
wipe or whatever.
And you need to go talk to your doctor to see if you should get, that's between you and him, if you're going to need to get vaccinated. Next.
Let's see. We'll skip that one and go to this one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brad Pitt was at the Berlin premiere of the new movie Bullet Train when he took to the red carpet in what I would call a kilt, but of course it's being called a skirt.
It's called a kilt, you fucking blarney. You ignorant Sassenach.
And his quote was that he wanted to mess it up. Okay.
It's a kilt.
Mean, you've already got the attention of the fact that you're a movie star. Do you need to do anything else? Are you that star for people to look at you? I mean, I guess that the answer is
the answer is yes. The answer is definitely yes. All right.
That's it for the news.
My good boy has settled down now. Sorry, bud.
That's all right.
He's 5 months old.
He's a good boy for 5 months.
Thanks. We've worked on him.
Raven was not that good.
No. But we're working on it.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We're not done with the news. We have one.
We have one more news story.
I wanted to show this. This is awesome. So I haven't heard about it happening here, but I have heard of some other jurisdictions where apparently the ATF, they claim this operation is to root out straw purchases. So no warrant or anything. They just knock on your door and they go, hey, 2 weeks ago you bought this gun. Do you still have it? Because if you just gave it to somebody or bought it for somebody, that's illegal. It's like...
That's not how it works in Colorado, but...
You can't.
And you can't do that anywhere.
It's called the Fourth Amendment.
Yeah, so fuck off.
Unless you actually think I committed the crime and have evidence to support that, you don't knock on my door.
You can't
fuck
come
off.
to the house.
And then if you have that evidence, you get a warrant and,
And
come in
then
whether or not I let you.
Whether or not, yeah, you got to go do that.
But so that the ATF came and was doing this. The homeowner here, I guess it's the spouse of the person that actually bought the gun, so they had no idea what was going on. They called the local PD and said, this dude is here saying he's an ATF agent. I'm not sure what he is, asking about a gun, and I don't want to let him in. And they responded.
Interesting.
So what you're about to see, I guess, is Columbus, Ohio. This is Columbus PD's body cam.
Hey, turn around. Let me see your hands. Turn around. Let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground.
So they're giving instructions, which he's not following because he says I'm a federal agent. And again, they haven't gotten close enough to see any ID.
Nope.
He's holding up some kind of paperwork. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's just the purchase record of the firearm that he's coming to check.
Right.
Down. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground.
So things are getting more heated. And again, he's not complying.
Get on the ground
Bro,
now.
you're a...
I'm a federal agent.
917
So?
They don't know that.
Get on the ground.
And again, here's another thing. There's a little thing called interagency coordination where if you're going to
go into
reach into someone else's
jurisdiction,
fridge,
yeah,
so to speak,
you ask first.
you at least let them know, hey, I'm
If
grabbing
you're gonna
a snack.
shit on somebody else's toilet, you'd be like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna go blow it up for a minute."
Which apparently these guys did not do.
Federal agent.
Why wouldn't you show me your ID when I got here? Don't move forward.
You didn't ask for it.
Oh,
So I guess the other cop,
Get on
he's
the
saying,
ground.
didn't
We'll
ask for
figure
it.
it
Because
out.
there's more than one officer. You can hear them shouting across each other.
Not getting on the ground.
Well, then stay where you're at.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Fine. Why do you got to make this harder than
yeah.
it is?
Listen, I'm not getting
I'm
on
with PD on this
I
one.
have no problem making this.
Oh,
If you're-
and then he said, I'm not getting on the ground.
If you're a federal agent, you should have your badge on your hip, right there. This is gonna.
You're the one overreacting.
I'm not overreacting. We got a call that someone's impersonating a police officer out here who doesn't have ID.
No kidding, because she doesn't want to open it.
Okay, get on the ground so I can find out who you are.
It ain't happening.
Okay,
Ain't
fine.
happening.
It ain't happening.
Do
Okay.
you find I think I'm a police officer or something? What the heck's the matter with you? Who do you think you are? Get on the ground.
I'm not getting on it.
Chopper, thanks.
I'm not getting
91.7, pulling up.
I got my ID.
Do not reach for your waist. Keep your hands up.
Dude,
No.
why would I have an Oleg shit?
Get your hands up.
There-
Get on the ground.
Face down now.
Now.
Face down. You guys are making a big mistake.
You are the one making the mistake.
Face down now, all the way down, all the way, all the way.
You got my IDs right here, left pocket. Left
And we're
pocket.
gonna put your arm on your back.
Wait a sec.
Do not resist.
I'm not resisting.
They're like, first we're going to cuff you.
Moron.
That's what we do.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Still resisting.
Still,
Wait a
that's
second, I got a medical
that's
condition.
resisting.
Get my license out of my pocket.
We're getting you secured first.
Please, wait. No. Hold on. I'm hyperventilating. Hold on.
I think he said I have a medical.
No, I'm hyperventilating.
I'm hyperventilating.
I'm not.
Stop resisting
Would you
now.
please get my ID out of my left
They're like, yes, after
After
you're
you're
secured.
My wife, please. It's right here. Please get it.
I got one cuff on. Get your
Help me up. Just hold me up. Sir, I can't do this.
No self-respecting
Stop resisting now.
federal agent.
Sir, please
They'd have
put
been
my
like, "Oh,
ID
hold on." They'd have done this, lifted it up, badge, done.
Don't make me tase you.
You're gonna get tased. Put your right arm behind your back. Put your right arm behind your back.
Tase is nuts. Tase is nuts. Fuck the ATF. Tase is nuts.
You can breathe. That's fine.
And taser.
Don't do that, okay?
Oh,
Now you're moving your arm whether
cuffed,
you want
get
to
him
or not.
gray pants. That's gonna leave a stain.
Sir, please help me up. Please.
Get this kid.
I'm a federal agent. My God, my gun.
You have no idea what you are, acting the way you are.
Sir,
Who the heck do you think you are, acting like this?
somebody. I wanted you to see my goddamn head. The lady was freaking out, for Christ's sake.
Chopper, we're 2 minutes
You
away.
could have made that way easier.
And then they just show the other cop's angle. It's not much different.
Nah.
So, yeah,
So he ended up being a federal agent
he did, yes.
and being a cocksucker,
Yes.
doing his job. Yeah,
Yep.
could have made that a whole lot easier. But ego gets in the way.
As many federal agents will say, just comply.
Yeah. Every federal agent in the ATF except for this douchebag and 3 others are going, oh, what a dumbass.
Yeah. All right, let's get into some cool stuff. Cool stuff, of course, brought to you by Touch of Modern. As you can see there on the site, they got some cool deals going on. It's a neat looking watch. I don't know what that roll-up bag is, but I'm kind of interested. There's a cool knife.
That's my weakness.
Knives?
Those cool, like, put together knives.
Yeah.
That's my weakness.
Sports memorabilia. I mean, if it's cool, they have it. And that's why they're the sponsor for the cool stuff site. And of course, go to our page with them at mantoolsmedia.com/touchofmodern, and then click the link that I turned into a hyperlink so it's not all convoluted and silly.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, but cool stuff. This is cool stuff. This is not on Touch of Modern, but maybe they'll get with Black Sheep and start offering this. I don't know. Well, you got to have your truck modified, so I don't know if they can do that, but check this out.
Yeah, this thing is so badass.
Now, it's not just a gun case. This one happens to be, but they do all kinds of brake light cases. I saw on their site they have one where it rolls out and holds a bunch of cans.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's cooled, but it had a bunch of cans in there. And yeah, you can check them out on Instagram at Black Wool News and see the rest of their cool stuff. This is very cool. We're obviously dog lovers.
Is this? Yeah.
This is, I believe, in LA, and it's an LA County sheriff, if I'm not mistaken.
With drawn on eyebrows.
It looks like it. Maybe he's got alopecia or something. I don't know.
Oh.
And so the post I saw said this was a canine. I think they just mean it's a dog. I don't think it's like a canine cop.
Right.
But check this out. This is cool. So obviously climbing over a fence here.
Yeah, he's all stuck.
And dog is just all tangled up in this awning that fell over. And of course he's twisting himself up worse. So the cop doesn't even try with like untangling. He just pulls a knife and starts cutting. And the dog he doesn't understand what's going on.
He's hurting you and he's getting guts suffocated.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like, oh wait.
Every time he spins the wrong way, it gets worse. Okay, bud. And he's trying to cut it close so he can then get it unwound, you know.
The dog's not really trying to bite him, but
Nope.
oh, I love
And then
you.
he's like, thank you.
He gives him a big old hug.
You're the best human I've ever met.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very cool.
That's nice.
All right.
Love the doggos.
I think that's it for cool stuff. Oh no. One more thing. I'm going to skip this one. We'll save it for next week.
What in the hell is this?
I don't know what company this is from. I saw it on like Reddit and couldn't find any information about it. For all I know, it's photoshopped and doesn't exist, but I thought it was hilarious.
But I want
this
it.
is a real thing. 9mm parabell end. Hollow point, obviously.
Obviously. It doesn't kill, but 8 or 9 months later, you're in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
Those are hilarious.
So for the benefit of audio listeners, they are 9mm cartridges where the projectile is shaped like the head of a penis.
At least from this angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like the undercarriage
Yeah.
of your purple-headed cobra.
Well, it looks like there's the drawing shows how I guess the top would look.
Yeah.
I suppose. Right. And that's it for cool stuff. We're going to pay some bills and get into some sports. So we'll be back in 2 and 2.
So on my way over here, my brakes made an awful noise. And the last time I got them done, it was so expensive.
You should go to EXO Auto Works. They did a great job on mine and it was way cheaper than anywhere else I've been.
That sounds great. I need to get their number from you.
At EXO Auto Works, we offer the best price on brake service in town. We include brand new brake pads, rotors, and hardware, which saves you money and gets you on the road faster. See our website for a full list of our services. Call EXO Auto Works today.
This is Vinny. He loves his beard. He loves his woman, and she loves him. But Haiti doesn't like the look and feel of his beard. Wait a minute. What's this? It's Day Liquid Tonic Beard Oil from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna alleviate dry skin and irritation. What she got now? It's Warrior's Beard Butter from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna make his beard soft and fluffy. And what's this? The Carbon X Heated Beard Brush from The Beard Struggle. That's gonna straighten those curls. There's more. The Voxter Beard Growth Accelerator from The Beard Struggle. That's to stimulate hair growth. The Beard Struggle helps to build relationships. Used by thousands of men worldwide. Order online now from thebeardstruggle.com.
Use the code TLANE15 for 15% off your order.
All right. Sports this evening brought to you by... What?
Nope.
Okay.
Bye.
PlayAction Pools. Right now, you can check out our PlayAction NFL Pick'em Pool at playaction.pub/mantools. And if you set up your own contest using the code TOOLS, you will get 15% off your fee for setting up a contest. So you can do your own. You can participate in ours. We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
I got in there. I made my first week's picks. So we'll see how I do. You can pick up to 5 games each week. And at the end, someone will walk away with some money and a little prize bundle. With, like a bar of soap from the toolbar.
I was going to say some shit that's going to
merch.
land on the back of your toilet and never get used.
some merch and, maybe some beard oil from the Beard Struggle. We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Did I send you this? Did you send me this? Or did we both just find it and fell in love with it today?
I think we both just found it.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Because I didn't send it.
This is a great story.
This is why I love baseball, minor league, kid league. This is why the fundamentals are taught and then sometimes forgotten. So we should get back to this.
That's true.
You guys check out this video.
Yeah, this is a great example of sportsmanship at the Little League World Series. So dude throws a pitch, hits the batter in the head.
It hits the helmet, but the helmet comes off and smacks him right in the eyeball.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he's all right.
Batter gets up, he's okay. Everybody gives him they're cheering him on.
Takes his base.
The catcher's like, sorry, dude. He's like, I'm good, whatever. Yeah, see, he ducks.
Slow-mo.
Dooge. It hits. Double tap. Helmet, face.
Kid right there.
So he's on base, and he's kind of hollering at the pitcher. Well, he tosses his helmet, walks over the pitcher. The umpire's like, oh, shit, there's going to be a fight.
Well, he sees
the
pitcher's,
pitcher is crying, and the runner just goes and gives him this huge hug.
Bubs looks shaken up right now because of what he
like,
did.
dude, I'm fine. It's okay.
He's like, it's okay, bro. I'll be good. Because the pitcher's freaking out. He's like, I beat him in the face. And
then see, a clever pitcher would have tagged him.
You're all right.
Amazing.
You're all
So that's cool. You're out.
right. Look, look.
I'm glad you're okay. No, I think the umpire is called time.
Oh yeah,
Stud right there. Zay Jarvis.
that's some manly shit right there.
Yep.
That-
That's awesome. That's
that
awesome.
17 is gonna go far. Whatever that kid's name is,
Yeah.
he's gonna do well in life.
Then we have some local sports. Brian Shaw, world's strongest man competitor, does his own contest up somewhere. They'll say it in the story, I'm sure, called the Shaw Classic. And we're going to get some details on that.
My younger brother kept asking me to bring the strongest man in the world, Brian Shaw, on the show. He's like, call him. And we will certainly have him on live in studio soon. But last week, I ran into him at the Adams County Fair, and we had a cool little chat on what's happening in his world. Brian, I've got a lot of friends, a lot of people that
He is
love
pouring
you,
sweat.
followed you, and they're always asking me to
Wow,
come on the
the
show. They got
pocket.
all kinds
Just
of
from
questions
walking
for you.
around, I
But tell me
guess.
what you've been up to.
And
You're
weighing
from
400
Brighton.
pounds.
What's going on in your world?
Just so much, honestly. I'm still competing, but obviously we have a family,
Sure.
which is great. 2 young boys, which occupies my time a lot, and trying to be a good dad, and still actively competing. We've got a contest here in Colorado actually next weekend.
Tell me about that.
So it's the Shaw Classic. It's at the Budweiser Event Center. It's Saturday and Sunday. It's just something I started to try to give back to the sport and to the guys, and we bring them all in. It's the top 16 in the
that's
world,
in
and we
Brighton?
have a really good time. Yeah.
Sure.
That sounds
Why aren't we
awesome.
going?
Say top 16 in the world. Name some of the competitors that are going to be out there.
So the current world's strongest man is Tom Stolman. He's won it twice, and we actually have 4 different title holders. So I'm one of them that's competing. But four men that have won the world's strongest man title. I mean, it is a stacked lineup from top to bottom.
Yeah.
So it's pretty incredible.
What happens when that competition starts? What do these men have to do?
So we've got some unique tests of strength this year. One of which is we're going to leg press a car.
He invented that.
So
They've
we've
never
been
done that.
building this
That's
on top
awesome.
of
I
a
saw
leg
him
press, literally
testing
a
the
car on top
implement.
of a leg press,
It's pretty
which is
wild.
ridiculous.
Now, we're not talking a smart car, right? Like,
No, it's a small SUV, and it is
Okay.
up
It's
there,
a
and
small
it's
SUV.
crazy. And I have had this dream to build this event, and we've made it come to life. And so it's one of things. We're going to lift stones. We're going to lift a big bar with tires on it. So it's going to be crazy.
What kind of weight are we talking here?
So the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they meander on for another minute, but
go
that's the
watch it.
important part.
Shaw Classic,
August
Budweiser
13th
Event Center.
and 14th. It's also streaming somewhere. I'll have to look up the link to that again and paste it in the description later. But yeah, you can also stream it somewhere. Let's see. That is it for sports. So we will slide into the week in history.
The first on the flank. Get her started. Get fired at it, Frank.
All right. This week in history, August 11th, 1984, Carl Lewis wins 4 Olympic gold medals, tying the record that Jesse Owens set in 1936. I don't know if anybody exceeded 4. Did Phelps hit more than 4?
Might have. I
know he was doing like every swimming event they had.
Yeah.
Anyways, August 12th, 1977, the Space Shuttle Enterprise makes its first free flight and landing. And that, of course, was the inaugural space shuttle. Traded away being able to go to the moon just to land at airports.
Yeah. Hooray.
Well, not airports. The runway has to be pretty specific, but let's see, August 13th, 1963, a 17-year-old Buddhist monk burns himself to death in Saigon, South Vietnam. This, of course, becomes, because it's captured by a photographer, and immediately hits news outlets and magazines, becomes one of the most iconic anti-war images from that time. Just Yeah, incredible.
And the cover of the Rage Against the Machine debut album, which got banned off of iTunes at one point. Got banned at Sam Goody
Because
at
of the
one
cover?
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a dude burning himself.
That is kind of graphic. It almost looks fake, though.
Immolated. Yeah, almost, but that happened.
No. August 15th. I'm sorry, August 14th. I'm assuming 1945. It doesn't say a year here, but we'll go with that. Japan announces its unconditional surrender, marking the end of hostilities for World War II.
Yeah. Please don't drop another bomb.
Yeah. Yep.
We were just kidding. Sorry.
August 15th, 2001, astronomers announced the discovery of the first solar system outside of our own. They actually observed with I don't know if it was the Hubble or another long-range telescope, but they observed 2 planets orbiting a star out in the Big Dipper. And of course, they always thought, you watch Star Trek, they're always going to different solar systems. They assumed that that's how the rest of the galaxy was organized, but this finally proved it with actual, we can see, here's a star, there's probably more planets than that, but they could see 2 planets that are clearly orbiting around that star, so that qualifies as a solar system. And let's see, August 16th, 1977, as we were talking about earlier, Elvis Presley dies of a heart attack at the age of 42. On the toilet.
On the toilet. I'm going to the bathroom to read. I think that's in Trivial Pursuit.
And then finally, August 17th, 1998, President Bill Clinton admits to the American people that he did indeed have an affair with White House intern Monica Lewinsky.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you were married to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I was the president, come on.
I don't know, man. He could, Kennedy got Marilyn Monroe.
That's not a perk of the job to get a BJ under that desk.
No, well, if you're gonna
Resolute.
perk, if you're gonna
the Resolute desk,
if you're gonna perk, you might as well peak. He could.
Oh yeah, Marilyn Monroe was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Kennedy, Marilyn Monroe. He stuck his dick in a government clerk.
Well, by all accounts, he stuck it wherever he could. But that
I only know Bill Clinton because he plays the sax on Animaniacs.
That brings us to the end of the week in his history. Sadly, the end of our show.
Right, something short and digestible. Kind of like Monica Lewinsky.
Bill Clinton, for all we know.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's see. We got some upcoming events. That's a little far out, but we'll do it. Friday, September 2nd at 9 p.m. Facing Forward rocks the West Side Barrel House. Feel free to come. You'll probably stick to the floor because that's what's on it. Members only. Our viewing of the film What is a Woman is now available. Become a subscriber on mantoolsminions.locals.com for only $3 a month, and you can check that out. Apparently you guys did a really good job.
Thank you.
We're having a flood of minions showing up for only $3 a month. It's going to be amazing. Let's see, what else? We have amazing sponsors. We'd like to thank them very much. EXO AutoWorks and Harmonic Studios, crafts by Carolyn Lane. The Beard Struggle, when you go on the Beard Struggle's website, remember to use TLane15 for 15% off your purchases. We've got Madrid Maintenance, Acme Tools, Credit Nerd, Touch of Modern, and PlayAction Pools. Thank you all for watching and or listening, or wherever you have a short and digestible podcast and you're because you're going to the bathroom to read. Check us out on the web at mantoolsmedia.com. Find all our links and affiliates there. If you want our social media, go to links.co/mantoolsmedia. You'll be able to find everything you need to make you manlier.
That's right. So, good night, everybody.
Yeah.